You're right, Demsley, my bro. Hello, Demsley, my bro. I want to say a big thank you to you. Okay, just first, I want to say a big thank you to you, really, for watching all them videos and audios. I mean, you might not have watched them all and that, but I know you've been trying to get through some, and you're very, very welcome for all what I do. Okay, like the kick-in video and all that. Well done, thanks. I'm just gonna make this short. Okay, in this video. I want to just say, also, by the way, I'm getting my Kai cartoon. I'm going to get that sorted out soon. Kai and Don, okay, and the game and that too. Done epic Wing Chun training today as well, and I'll be doing more tomorrow with a student as well. Let me just make this video short and simple though. In this video, right, bro, I want to say about this stuff. What's been going on with Tommy Robinson, right? Fucking unbelievable. You know he was arrested again, wasn't he? They just come to his house and that. Early hours in the morning and arrested him. This is a good few days ago now, because he was what was it? Because he was filming, you know, those fucking paedophilic fucking punks, you know. There was a group of Muslims, you know, that he was filming them up and outside the court, just asking questions. But you know, I'm just saying, he was arrested again. He was in trouble for that fucking Quilliam thing as well when he went up in the offices and that, you know, asking about why they was calling him a fucking racist and all that in the newspapers or whatever. It was another thing. But they're all up in his face all the time. He was arrested. He's been out. He's allowed out on bail. He's out on bail, but he's being relentless, isn't he? He's still relentless. He's not fucking giving up. He's doing this and that, right? He's out on bail, this Tommy Robinson. He was arrested again, wasn't he, early hours in the morning for that. Just fucking taking photos, just for like filming up fucking scum. And that. It's like, you know, he's made a few videos recently, as I say, saying the London or UK has become a police state now. You just control. There's no justice. The police and this and that. Now he was going. You know what happened with that Chelsea? What was her name? Chelsea, that woman, not the football team, but the woman Chelsea, who was basically, what's the word, raped by, I think it was 6 men, or by however many, I think it was 4 or 6 men, Muslims in that. There's been loads of other ones who've been raped as well, and stuff, and there's that thing about that pizza place as well, the Muslims as well there. Yeah, you know. So basically, you know, you saw them videos I sent you, didn't you? You saw a few videos I sent you links to a couple, or last week sometime, with the Justice for Chelsea, that thing that Tommy Robinson's involved with as well, trying to get money and that. And like there's a group of like all them people are like, you know, loads of people are supporting, like they want justice, you know. But it seems like the police are trying to like take down anyone who's like, might stir up a bit of a fuss with Muslims and that. So just like to, rather than look at the problem, they're just fucking shutting everybody up. The English people are fucked. I'm telling you, we're all fucked, bro. So, you know, it's not honest. It's disgusting. The other ones who I follow as well, as you know, because this is Tommy Robinson on Rebel Media and that. But you know, but it's like, you know, I also follow Britain First. You know, bro, Britain First with Paul Golding, his name is, isn't it? And Jada Francis, and they are like, they've been arrested multiple times as well, just for starting these like protests or like these you know, just these rallies where people get together and just like speak out. And what I'm saying is, right, nothing's being done. No one's taking any notice. It doesn't matter how many people march through the streets with British flags and that. We're being looked at like nothing, and they just like pick anything they can to just chuck someone in a prison, it seems like. And you know what I'm saying, and just shut us up. It's called racists and bigots and all that, you know. They're just calling everybody racist, and you're not allowed to say anything while these rapes are going on, and while these Muslims and Syrians and people from wherever they are coming in the world, regardless of whatever their background is and situation, they're coming into our country, infiltrating our country, they're flooding gradually more and more, they're taking over our fucking country. London's mayor, that Sadiq Khan, is a fucking arsehole as well. Obviously, it's not because he's. I'm not being saying it because he's a Muslim. He's a fucking. I'm saying that he is. He's a fucking cunt. And not only that, you know what I'm saying, bro. Anything to do with what's going on with this Muslim stuff. But it's like, the thing is, he's looking into facts. The rapes are going on, young kids, young girls, and that being raped and stuff like that as well. But it's like, and as for these terror attacks, I mean, how about that other terror attack? People getting run down on the bridge as well. Remember? Plus, you see all this stuff going on in the speakers' corners and that, or wherever else. I know I'm rambling a bit now, but you know what I'm trying to say, though. And as for like Tommy Robinson coming out with that thing about putting signboards up on billboards up on a van and driving around. These are all just tactics. These all they are, and they're just making videos, and we're doing all these different things. But at the end of the day, like I've always said, bro, I've always said this. I've seen somebody type this up here on the messages as well. Right? Civil war. It's going to come to civil war. Is what it's going to come to. Civil fucking war. It's going to come to civil war, and I bet your fucking bottom dollar on it. Really, because sorry to ramble on that, but literally, they're doing anything they can to chuck him in prison. Now get this, Tommy Robinson. Now listen to this, right? Get this right. I keep up to date with Tommy Robinson's videos. I keep up to date with his videos, bro. I keep up to date with Tommy Robinson's videos, and also with what do you call it? With Britain First videos too. What I'm going to say though is Britain First, right? Paul Golding and Jada Francis. I don't care how much people say that these people sometimes are in people's faces and they're big-headed and they're bad-mouthed and they're getting themselves in trouble. I really, really support people who get off their fucking arse and do stuff. I will support them because what's going on in our country, bro? All this raping, all this shit. We're under threat of being wiped the fuck out, and we don't. It's all right if you fucking want to destroy your own fucking country, but it's like out by outsiders as well, and we're being let down by our own governments and that. And it's the same with all them paedophile videos I was sending you, like the paedophile hunters, where they're catching all them paedophiles and stuff, Same thing, I support them all. I don't care if he was like Shane Brannigan, the other guy, the guy who swears a lot, you fucking nonsense and all that. I fucking support him because you know what? At the end of the day, these fucking nastiest fucking pieces of shit. It's the same with all these this grime music and all these thugs. I mean, people should catch all these gangs and fucking do them. They've got to come to be brought to justice as well. I mean, all these scumbags in the world need to fucking clean their act up. Azimuth needs to be smacked the fuck up by Azibanger. You know what I'm saying? But at least these people are deflecting Azimuth is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So Tommy Robinson might be a bit in your face and that, and people might swear here and there. But at the end of the day, I'm not condoning. I'm not. What's the word? I'm not supporting fighting and brutal fucking beatings. But it's like if you want to become a bit hooligan, compared to some of these what's been going on with these people, you can understand the rage when people's daughters are getting fucking attacked and kidnapped and raped and gangbanged. It's a gang rape, And here's the thing, like that Chelsea, Justice for Chelsea, that girl, that woman that was raped by a bunch of people. The same thing, right? They was holding a rally, and let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you something, right? Paul Golding and Jada Francis of Britain First, right? You got to check it out, bro. Their videos. Keep up with their videos on their channel, man. Britain First. They don't allow comments. I understand that though. Tommy Robinson does. Tommy Robinson. There are different channels, isn't there, for Tommy Robinson? There's like Rebel Media, Rebel Edge, and also this one, British Warrior. What an epic fucking name, British Warrior. Therefore, Tommy Robinson. But I'm just saying, like, there's those, and then you got Britain First, right? You've got to check that out. The channel, because their videos are also short, most of the time. You got Paul Golding and Jada Francis, right? And they've been fucking trouble with the police and locked up and that recently, and now apparently they're out and they're relentless trying to catch these Muslim grooming gangs and paedophiles and that, and fucking hooligans and anyone fucking connected to fucking trouble and the destruction of normal people, and basically it's like they're basically, bro, what's the word? being threatened by the police that if they put one fucking more wrong step, one foot out of place, they could be put in prison for 7 years. So they're trying to shut everyone down who's got a voice or trying to get some kind of following. So Jada Francis and Paul Golding for Britain First and what that stands for. You know, I mean, fuck, you know, you got the EDL and the other things, like those other like things which are regarded as a bit like wrong on that bit, you know, but it's like they don't know what's going on with him. But you see what I'm trying to say, there are certain groups, but Britain First is one of them. They're risking facing 7 years in prison, the two runs that. Tommy Robinson's in trouble with the police every single time. He was in prison, he was lucky he escaped from prison with his life last time, wasn't he? If he gets put back in there with the Muslim gangs as well, you never know what could happen. He could get killed in prison. Hopefully not, you know, in a sense that. And guess what else, bro? You know the person who was running that rally for Chelsea, the woman who was, the young woman who was raped by 4 or 6 Muslim men, wasn't it? The man who was like running it, he has been arrested for what God knows what reason as well. We don't know the ins and outs of it, but he was the one who was going to be running the whole rally, the whole like march for Chelsea, Justice for Chelsea thing in Sunderland. You got to check this video out. I'm watching a video here. Tommy Robinson in Sunderland, 13th of May, okay, the 5th day, 2017, Justice for Chelsea, where Tommy Robinson had just woken up. He's in a white jacket and he's up early because he's got a message where they're saying that the leader of that, has been fucking locked up as well. So there's going to be some big march through the towns and that. You know, so what I'm saying, and Tommy Robinson's saying, you know, they're just trying to shut everybody down left and right, basically. And he said he might take to the microphone himself. Tommy Robinson's a good luck to him, you know, good on him. But it's like, you see what I'm saying, bro? They're trying to shut every fucker down. So, and it's true. Someone said it in a message there as well. One of the comments on the video is saying it's going to come to civil war now. UK is like a police state. You know, I predicted, bro. Somewhere, you know, in England or, you know, in Europe in general, there's going to be fucking civil wars going on, and there's loads of fucking immigrants and people trying to cross into from other countries. Were trying to get into the UK already, always, and that, you know. So that's what it's like now. Can you imagine? That's without even the million billions, whatever the fuck else wants to get into the UK. So can you imagine what's going on now? The amount of trouble that's in there, the trouble that's being caused by these fuckers. There's going to be civil war. I really believe it. And I remember Dave became my mum's partner. You know, Dave, the guy, Dave, saying, you know, that it's going to come to civil war in this country. He said, you know, and that was back then. You know, when I was there, when I was younger, and I didn't understand it. And it was different. It was early on then as well. You know, I mean, earlier on, wasn't it? But you know what, bro? With what's going on, mate, I reckon it is going to come to civil war. I don't want it to, but they're not going to take it. The British people there are going to be people standing up, and there's going to be massive battles on the street. And you've got loads of people who sympathise with all these Muslims and Islamists, whatever this name. There's people that sympathise with them, British people too, you know, and just want to call people racist and this and that. But so it's just going to be may the strongest side fucking win. I don't know what to say. I mean, you know what I'm saying though? Fuck me, man. But at the end of the day, the police and the army comes in and everything. I mean, it's just like in America when you see the black people like Black Lives Matter and that, and protesting against the police for shooting people and this and that. I mean, it's like they protest. You might get violent protests and violent riots, but then the police come in and everything's closed down. And then months go by, and then there's another one, then it gets closed down, shut down. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about it's going to be proper civil wars, I reckon, because you got, you know, you can't. People just can't be taking that shit forever. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm going to stop this one here, bro. Bow, yeah. By the way, we're letting Chucky run around the house. Well, he's hopping all over the place now. He's full of energy. He's more confident now, and we're just watching him, keeping certain doors closed. And we just give him more time outside of his cage, to be fair, you know what I mean? But he's alright, he's great fun. But Bow, I'm going to stop this here, okay? Bow, peace. Thanks for the support as well for Chucky and all that. Thanks always. Bow, yeah, peace.